Hello astrology lovers, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for watching AIM High Astrology. My name is Alexandra and today I have the pleasure to talk to you about the predictions for September for Gemini. First of all, these predictions are available if you have the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon in Gemini, and if you don't know, I'm going to attach a link in the description box which is going to help you find out all that information. Thank you very much for all the messages I have received. I hope I have given you the information you wanted. September comes with 3 major events. We have 2 eclipses and the transit of Jupiter in Libra. I'm going to begin with the first eclipse, which is going to happen on the 1st of September, and it is also a new moon in Virgo, impacting your 4th house of home, the environment, of your roots. We know that whenever we have a new moon, it's an invitation for us to start something new, to plant the seeds of a new project, to make new intentions, a wish. It is a time when we start something fresh. Because we are talking about the solar eclipse, this means that the moon is close to the north node in Virgo, which is the path we have to walk on in this life. Let's say it is our destiny. But at the same time, we also have Mercury retrograde in Virgo. So what does this mean? This can show that within the next 6 months, because an eclipse usually has an influence for around 3 to 6 months, you might have to make some changes in regards to the way you deal with your family life, in the way you deal with your roots, with your legacy, with your family life, with the way you deal with your mother or another important family figure in your life. It can also be a time when things from your past can come up. Information, people, something that might be a little bit disturbing, but it is something that needs to be healed. Virgo, it is also a great sign, a sign that is healing, that brings healing to others because it likes to be of service. And even if it is sometimes too critical or analytical, it is only because there is a lot of desire there to be grounded, to be as good at it as it can be, so it can be an example to others, so it can give to others. And with this kind of placement, you want to be an example of what a family, a balanced and harmonious family life should look like. This can also show that you want to improve your home. Maybe you want to buy a new home or change the way where you live, because the northern node also shows different places, different backgrounds. So you might even want to travel, change your place, move to another country. But hopefully you are not going to do that during September, because with Mercury retrograde, it isn't quite advisable to travel or to make important life-changing decisions that might end up not that great if we are talking about something that you want to change dramatically in your life, like changing your place, like changing your home. But after Mercury goes direct at the end of September on the 22, but I mostly advise to start thinking about that if you truly want to move or start making some renovations at home, to start in October, because with Mercury retrograde, it is, as I mentioned, a time of introspection most of all. It is a time when we go back to old projects, analyze them, organize them. It isn't quite a time when we start new things, even if we have the new moon there. And this is the trick, I think, with these energies and with the whole chart of September, which is quite an interesting and full of mutable energy, which is a changing energy. I mean, there might be times when today you say something and tomorrow you change your mind. It is a time of flexibility, a time when our patience is going to be tested quite a little bit. So if you can avoid major life-changing events and try to balance these energies, the energy to start something new, to go ahead and and get involved in a new project or in a new relationship with the desire to just have a little bit of patience so you can have a clearer mind. On the 10th, Jupiter is going to transit in Libra, expanding your 5th house of romance, creativity, speculative business. With the Jupiter in Libra, good luck is going to come your way, especially when it comes to your romantic life, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your hobbies, your passions, most of all what you are passionate about. It is also because Jupiter is going to stay 1 year in Libra, you can legalize a relationship or legalize a business, something you wanted for a long time. It can be something that has to do with a creative project that you have, a passion, a hobby, as I mentioned, something that is related to beauty or design or arts or anything that is about, that brings about culture or about beauty, about what brings more to the eye, what we like to see most of all, what we value. It isn't something that has, it is something that has to do most of all with, let's say, the marketing industry and how you can expand in that area, most of all in business as well. But you are also going to see an expansion in your network of friends, and I truly believe that many of your hopes and wishes are going to come true. So keep your mind open and embrace all the blessings that you are going to receive. Now the second eclipse is going to happen on the 16th. It is a full moon in Pisces, which is going to impact your 10th house, which is the house of your career and your professional life. It is the house of your public image and the way you deal with authorities, with important male figures or important authority figures, most of all. So with this energy here, you are going to understand certain situations that have to deal with your working place. Maybe it is time for you to change something there. It can also bring a promotion, it can also bring something you wanted for a long time, but all these, let's say, wishes that are going to come true are also going to come with some sacrifices, because with a new job, let's say, sacrifices are going to be made because there are going to be new responsibilities and maybe your free time is going to be limited. This is just an example, it doesn't have to apply to all of us. But with the full moon here, you are going to, and because it is also a solar eclipse, something important is going to happen in your career, in your public life. Maybe you are going to get married and change your status in society. Maybe you are going to start looking for a job. It is also a good time to connect with your higher self and with your intuition. And don't forget that because it is a solar eclipse, this means that the moon is going to be close to the south node, which is about our past. So it is something, the events that are going to happen now are related to your past. It is something that you might have to heal now, to let go, and to change your perspective. As I mentioned, don't forget, Mercury is going to be retrograde until the 22nd of September. Venus is going to stay in Libra the whole month, so there is a lot of desire to meet new people, to engage in new relationships, to sign contracts, to get out, to be joyful. But please keep in mind that with so many planets retrograde and with that mutable energy, you might change your mind quickly. So be as calm and as patient as you can. With Jupiter in Libra, I truly believe that amazing things are going to happen in your life, and I would gladly give you more insight on your personal chart, or maybe if you want to look at your potential in life, I would gladly look at your chart. I'm going to attach my services in the description box, and I hope that all this information is going to serve you and is going to be useful in this month of major changes and events. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I wish you a blessed September.